Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, folks. Michael Zuber, one rental at a time, back with his good friend, Mr. Stephen Dow. How you doing, sir?
Oh, I'm doing fantastic. Just drinking water, no caffeine, but I mean, it doesn't work. You know what I mean?
There you
Try to
go.
whatever it is that I get in my body in the morning, it's just like
Yeah,
so.
I think it's called
I'm doing awesome.
electricity. It's electricity. I don't know what it is. It's just,
Maybe I don't know. I mean, like I turned 50 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. Well, no, about a month ago now, and
yeah, there you go.
still no real slowdown. I
Yeah.
mean, it's pretty
that's
crazy.
that's funny. That's funny. Well,
Yes,
do
sir.
me a favor. Let's do the marketing thing first so we don't forget.
Yes, again, although I work so happily for Velocity Mortgage Capital, all the ideas and topics discussed on this channel are that of Mike's, and let's get it going.
There you go. That was good. That was a nice little subtle thing. You know what I want to do here is I want to talk about Thach Nguyen.
Yes,
Both you and he share a similar history, right?
somewhat. I mean, I didn't get to do the full view of the video. I kind of chimed in halfway through.
Mhm.
But the fact that he had to leave Vietnam,
Mhm.
in a sudden manner due to the fall of Saigon.
Mhm.
Same thing with me.
Okay.
As far as from there to where we are now, definitely different paths. But no, I really appreciated his frankness, just sheer honesty and no candy coating.
No, no.
It brought me different insight as well because I'm such a go 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 and let's do the more, let's do more. And granted, I'm making a really good living, but bigger house isn't always better. I just like yes, I'm like man, time's going by so fast. I don't have time to spend
Yeah.
the money I'm making to enjoy. So I'm like, what am I doing? So anyway, I did take a lot from what he was saying yesterday and some little lessons. So it was fun. It was I liked the video.
Yeah,
I
there's
have
a
to go
couple
back
of
to finish it.
yeah, I think you should watch it. I think there's a lot in that video that I think would help you in Velocity Mortgage, really you and any non-QM lender. The first one is we spent a lot of time talking about bigger is not better, right? There's a lot of social media influence out there kind of preaching bigger is better, become part of a syndication, give me your money, blah, blah, blah. And,
Right.
Thach gave some very personal examples, right? Thach, I mean, this is wild.
Hmm.
He built a 100-unit apartment building in Oakland, California. That's not easy to do.
No.
Not easy. Brand new, 100
Mm.
minutes. And then he talked about, you know what? Because it took 3 freaking years,
Right.
rents are not what he expected.
Right.
Interest rates are not what he expected. The project lasted longer than he thought. Now
Yep.
he has to sign personal guarantees, pony up a 7-figure check. He's got to go
Yep.
back to the investors. And he's like, guys, stop it. Bigger is
Hmm.
not better. Go do a
Hmm.
couple of, ADU projects or go get your own, one rental at a time.
Right.
You don't need 100. Go get 10, 12, 14, right? You could be Dion and be done at 18. It's amazing.
Right.
So that was
Right.
the first part. So, when you have one rental at a time family reaching out to you,
Mm.
they get 5, 6, 7 deals. I
Right.
mean, they could be financially free in a couple of years. So, that was
Agreed.
my first takeaway is, base hits, don't
I,
rush it.
Agreed. I think sometimes just the action and the excitement and stuff like that when you get a good deal and then you see the numbers and then you're looking at your portfolio and you're playing Monopoly for real, basically. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So I think some of that you do get caught up. And so I don't know, sometimes the need and your perspective on why you're doing it, maybe that changes. Because again, now as I'm really making a great living, I'm like, I just hit 50, you know? I worked on my 50th birthday.
Yeah. What is
Like,
that?
what am I doing? So it's just stuff like that. But now uh, um, yeah, the bigger, better thing. mm, eh, Everything comes with risk, and like they say though, bigger the risk, the bigger the reward.
Yeah.
But sometimes the juice isn't worth the squeeze, man.
Yeah. We said that exact quote.
I know. I saw the
Okay.
video. I had to think, see, I'm trying to always
Yeah,
intercept,
you
brother.
actually caught
Always.
that. Huh? Nice for you. Thank
I
you.
know.
Thank you. So then there were some other kind of very interesting topics in the meeting. One that let's just say I don't have trouble sleeping most days. Life's okay.
Mhm.
I couldn't sleep last night because Thach talked about buying his kid a Tesla or his kid wanting a Tesla.
Right,
Right.
right,
And he's like,
right,
no, I'm not, Thach could buy him 10 Teslas if he wanted. He's like, no,
right.
we're not doing that. Right.
It's
He,
yeah.
he wanted
It's
to
the
get
principle.
it's principle, right? He wanted
Yeah.
to teach his son his sons, right? So this is his
Right.
oldest. He has another one
Right.
that you got to work
Russell
for.
and Hayden.
I remember Russell. I don't remember the other one. I apologize.
Okay, sorry.
It's,
See,
yeah, it's okay. It's all right.
that's what
But
happens when you get old.
there you go. So we're both 50 now. It was just, I just like how he's doing it, right? And again, Thach has a huge social media following, millions and millions of followers. And he's raising his kids on, he's putting it out there, right? If you actually follow him, you see him, you've seen his boys grow up and learn, right? You've got to get good grades. You got to be a starter on the baseball team. And oh, by the way, you've got to live below your means and save your money. And then you get half.
Smart,
I'll
great
match it.
lessons.
I'm like, damn, that's a good idea.
Well, I mean, it's multiple levels of lessons, life lessons that
Yeah.
he's empowering and planning in his kids, so that when he's not around, those lessons will continue to resonate throughout their lives. Because typically, decisions determine your life. If you make enough of the right decisions, you're going to head down the right path. If you make enough of the wrong decisions, you're going to head someplace else. So he says, start him off right. Sacrifice. Like you said, within your means. Make smarter fiscal moves, be responsible, achieve, push yourself beyond your means, kind of stuff. So these are all great lessons, man. So I took a lot from all that,
Yeah, he's really raising a good human being, right? Go,
that grit action, what I'm saying? You got to get, man, I've been through it. I've had, I feel like I've just been sandpapered everywhere. So as far as grit for a little dude, you couldn't find more of a, like mentally, I don't break, man. You know what I mean? So, I love that part of it. As far as what he was saying, the grit, because unless you go through uncomfortable situations, you don't know what you're made of and what you can handle. Because I don't know. So if you coddle too much and you do stuff for people too much for them, thinking that you're trying to help them, you're actually hurting them. That old adage of, I don't want to just give you fish. I'd rather show you how to fish so you can feed yourself for the rest of your life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and then the last thing to kind of wrap it up with, which I thought was gold, is Thach is like, guys, I've been through 4 of these cycles. There's a lot of pain coming, but with pain equals opportunity. And that's what I've been trying to communicate 100%. On my channel is I don't have a good feeling about 2023. I think I really do. It's my biggest fear right now is 2023 is going to be the worst economic year of my adult life. That's the macro level, right? We're talking global recession. Which in my adult life has happened once. It's happened twice in the last.
But by saying that and what that affects in our lives, as far as like food supply, energy, or this or that, it's like, so that's just one aspect. So so when you were saying you couldn't sleep, I thought you were maybe leading something like that. Like I've been thinking about that stuff too. So I don't know.
But for me, so again, I have a channel, I have a voice, tens of thousands of people a day. So macro, I'm concerned. If I step in micro for Olivia and I'm like, this might be the second best year ever. I'm excited.
From that standpoint, you don't want to see like the demise, of things and like, but you get it. I mean, inside you can be like,
exactly.
Poor guys. I'm so sorry.
I feel bad.
Yeah, but I mean, I've seen it when the last mortgage meltdown happened around 06, 07, 08, and around like 2009 to about 2011, I was doing short sales. So I was seeing when it was like blood in the streets, those dudes that were buyers in the short sales were out with machetes, even playing like and there are people. Oh my god, I think I mentioned this to you before. I helped this investor buy a 3-bedroom, 3-bath in, I want to say, Miramar Beach, Florida, back in 2009. It was like over at least 2,600 square feet, built in 2003, something like that. $66,000.
What do you think that's worth today? I don't know.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. If he would have kept, so it's just, again, most of the really wealthy, they understand this type of, kind of environment. Don't be scared. And again, I think I said this in a previous video. You're not, screaming out a lot of like fear mongering, clickbaiting stuff. You're just a weatherman. You're just saying, hey, here's what's coming financially, right? As far as rain, hey guys, get your ponchos ready, right? Get your,
protect your little nest and then go hunting.
Right. So no, I think that's why I love being on this channel, because it's a different kind of, message I think that you're putting out. It's not fear. It's just prepare, do the work, capitalize, and, win. You know,
Yeah,
do
I
the
think.
work and win. Maybe that might be the other,
Oh,
path.
there
Because,
you go.
because
Win. I like it.
I mean, that's again, do the work, but what do you get from that? I don't know. We got to figure something out.
There you
Yeah.
go. Yeah, I'm so appreciative. Thach is a very busy man, and for him to give us an hour and just raw, unfiltered. Um, it's one of those videos. Honestly, I have 8,500 videos on my channel. I think I've rewatched like 5 of them. That's one
Uh-huh.
that I'm gonna rewatch while I'm running or something because it's just gonna keep you going, right? It's just raw. I loved it.
Well, yeah, because again, I've never seen, or heard that type of language on your channel. So for me, I was like, yes,
Whoa,
I get to do
different.
that too. Let's do it, Mike.
No,
F
no,
F
no.
all these like, you
Yeah,
know what I
beep,
mean?
beep, beep, beep,
Yeah, yeah,
beep,
yeah.
beep.
So maybe you can do that instead of flipping on the 18 over if there's a way to yeah, I don't know.
That takes too much work.
Is it
Let's
okay?
just let's just keep the language clean.
Well, that's
Oh,
why I try to respect that, but off camera, you and I have
yeah,
have some
yeah. When we're
funny
not
funny
recording, yeah,
conversations.
we have the
No.
colorful language. Well,
Yes, sir.
again, I appreciate you being here every week. You've helped me and Olivia personally. I know from everybody that on one rental at a time, you keep doing the work, you keep coming back. So, thank you for doing this. If somebody wanted to reach out and see what's what, how do you want them to do that?
Again, just email is probably the best. Finally, almost getting caught up, and again, very sorry for some people with some really delayed responses. I basically lost like a whole month trying to get caught up, like a COVID trap. Anyway, so we're almost there. But SDAO at velocitymortgage.com would be my email. In the subject line, just the acronym ORAAT, which stands for one rental at a time. Body of the email, brief description, what you're looking for. Address would be great. At least the city and state to make sure we lend there. Your mid FICO score would be helpful. Best phone number to reach you at 24, 40 hours. I'll typically be in touch.
Yeah. Do me a favor, folks. Email them this weekend so you're front of the line for Monday morning. Thanks, buddy. Take care.
It does help. Now, I mean, I'm not trying to confuse pressure with urgency, but yeah, as the weekend comes along, I get stacked up. And so it's like, oh, so if you're kind of earlier in the week, I can get you sometime, Sunday evening if you guys are around or because I'm still working through that wave from that week. So these are problems to have, guys. I'm not complaining. I'm just keeping it real. So thank you again for the opportunity.
You got it.